In the meantime, the rest of the side are already into that A side, but they are being slaughtered alongside it. It is domination. Well, you mentioned, well, Benji Fishy. He's got to try and take 4 down. They are lined up ready to face him. It does feel a little bit unnecessary to go for anything aggressive, and you can see how passive they're currently holding. This B site is the point of contention, but again, the openers go the way of Heretics. Woot to kick things off. And while that ultimate that would have been great in a retake is gone.
And a thorn in the side with Miniboo destroying the camera inside of Garage. They now don't know about their back. They'll make up for it by pushing forward quickly, taking that space back.
Oh, too low.
Kovac almost went down as well. His shield's been broken. Shots back from Woot will take him out. There's the capitalization on the camera being taken out early. Miniboo wraps around and the round is over. Win or lose, you will be taken down when you...
Oh, no!
He shot too early and Kicks is gifted the round. That should have been it. A Red Bull clutch for Kicks that never should have been. And Vitality 3-1 in the lead. What a fumble.
That's the worst thing I've ever seen. I'm sorry, Miniboo, I'm a huge fan, but that's the... I cannot believe what I've just witnessed. Playing this one as a retake. Not going to risk too much, don't want to overface and give these players anything back, because although there was a blunder, I see Rien's on a site with a Guardian, and I still believe Boo, well placed. That's the first, the second as well. Okay, maybe they're going to respond immediately! Well, I guess Heretics can get away with murder when you've got players as good as that.
Great call from Miniboo to allow Kicks out of the ult to die, to set their economy up for a crumble later. I mean, that is cerebral play. You don't often see it. And I'm sure he's going to stick with that storyline when we go to an interview later. I wish I had a big brother like Boo, where I can do something like that, and he's like, don't worry, bro. I'll just clutch a 2v4 in the next round. In many rounds at this point, but if you find a pick or two, perhaps it could be considered. What is going on? Unfake's got a double. Now there's a chance. That ult could be invested, but Kovac's not in the spot to do so.
Ooh,
instead, he's just going to walk around the trap set too deep. He's already past it. He's got the sight line onto Benji Fishy. And Heretics crumbling after that previous round. It's a 2v4. And those weapons, very recoverable for the remaining Vitality members.
Oh, already though. Miniboo and Boo. Back-to-back 2v4s. I'm here for it. Decoy. Got themselves the dimensional drift, but not going to be used now. Miniboo needs to defend Big Bro, and he's already been caught by the paranoia. Managed to fake the steps out, catch their gaze instead, and doesn't quite manage to win the fight. The shield keeps one alive, and redemption not there to be had. Watch deep, but they could come through.
30 seconds left.
Garage to the C site. So Durka has to back off. Now playing towards B. It's going to be a tough fight for Kicks. He can't find one before going down, and the rest of the squad locked out, or so you would think. Kovac goes in for the battle. Even with one side smoked, his teammates couldn't help out, but he wins the fight anyways. Less on the Miniboo. Numbers starting to fall off for Team Heretics as Kovac finds another one! His third of the round now on the board! A shock dart, well, there's little that will do to help.
Well, 30 seconds for Heretics. Well, they're going to need another clutch scenario.
Cross being watched as well. Les almost loses his life, but gets the information for the squad. They now know these players are on B. They certainly do with the plans, and Woot's been spotted as well. Nice shot onto Kovac. Kicks down as well. Okay, now we've got a game on our hands for Heretics. The control doesn't stop here. They go deeper and take down Durka. A 2v2 HP advantage now for Heretics. The time ticking in their favor. Unfake spotted as well. They haven't seen Les until now. Woot's picked him off, and the advantage firmly in Heretics' favor. Unfake, he's had some good rounds, but last time they had pistols. They didn't peek together, but this time it's different. Heretics, they'll take the round and push up to 4.
A 2v4 that they had before. A 2v5 now. This is one that you just have to kind of then look at Vitality and go, okay, you had this huge advantage, but you just gave them the 1v1s. There's something you should learn, especially when again, someone like Wu,
Jumping over to clear long, and the fact that Unfake goes in to fill the space. They've been on the same sheet so far, but they crumble towards the end of that round. Now the C-side overrun with an opening pick, and Hunter's Fury looks to pad the gap. Fired in. The shield can protect you from the first, and he jumps over the third.
Well, Rians also just didn't care. He was just like, I'm just going to plant, and if you hit me, that's fine. Advantage taken. Flank. Managed to get past the trip. Benji already picking off one of the teammates, though, and it seems like he is well aware of this. Kix has managed to create a distraction, though. Durka very wary of some of these corners, but he kind of has to pick up the pace. Kix is still going strong, though, and now Durka shows his presence. It's going to be left onto Minibu holding that cross. The first already connected, and he's going to try and bait things out, but it's already being stuck. Stuck all the way. He has to run, and he hears a player step off of it. He knows he's not defusing at this stage, and I think that time should already be gone. Well played by Minibu. And
putting on the pressure and then looking for the rotation into C. It's being watched, and Benji already drops the shield. Got a challenge up close, and he'll win the first. Kovac able to stabilize him with Durka. The snake in the grass, he finds one, and Gate crashes back towards their spawn. A good reset for him with a potential late round flank into Garage. Well, the spike is being planted uncontested. Heretics now a man behind. Have to try to find some answers to this problem. Durka slipped the net. He's made it through the B site. They're watching for him, but only here and there, and he catches the timing perfectly.
Standing ahead.
It's all right, though. These are the scenarios, if anything, that Heretics have been better. Put them into 2v4s, and somehow they managed to steal rounds away. Rians already with a nice start. Kovac covered under pressure. And now the remaining two playing from afar. The problem is that time. And I don't know exactly where they're playing from. Rians trying to hold the line as that diffuser's already been half. And they're just going to try and stick it. Rians has almost managed to do it. The shock dart, it's going to lean in. And he's managed to find the kill at the end. Style points for Rians.
Why don't you? A 6th round for Heretics. The scoreline likely to be equalized now, and it is Rians to blame for that. Minibu does well in that backside fight, but it's this quick reaction. The second shock dart still primed and ready. And once the count comes out,
no look.
It's done.
The thing is, though, this trip that's been placed is mainly just a kill trip. It's for Benji to get one kill, and then they'll look to try and play the retake together.
Won't work if no one steps past it. Good contain. Good shock dart in, and it will take Unfake down, but not before the spike is planted. Vitality now have time on their side, but Kovac has to have that same backside performance that we saw from Woot earlier, but he won't fly under the radar. He won't get 3 picks handed to him. Instead, a fight for his life right away, and one that he loses. We look to Kix, taking Rians down. The flash by space, but Kix stands in the open. Now it's all on Les, and he won't last long. Benji Fishy with the double.
Well, within the site. Already utilized the paranoia. Doesn't have too much support, but a potential immediate wraparound. And he's just looking to try and hold on to the back of the site. The first fight already going his way. Les needs to hold the line, and he's tagged low. Shield going to be activated, allowing Woot to just take over. Coming up against a squad that had 5 ultimates available. Or maybe 4 at the beginning of the round until the orb was taken. And because of that, you can't really just sit still. You can't wait for an execution off a dimensional drift, combining with that kill contract and a Hunter's Fury. So he's at least managed to get rid of one. That's not the player that you really wanted if you're a Heretics fan. He's got to try and do it with the Sheriff, and while Kovac has managed to get them that advantage.
Yeah, it's the downside as soon as they see.
Planted.
I'm sorry.
Taken. There's a flank on the flank. Boo has got a freebie.
How did he get there?
One tap. Les is down and out. Okay, now we're back to a 3 versus 3. Vitality not going to be too happy about how this has happened. They're back now open. A potential flank could be in play, but
Woot has ult as well.
luckily for them, that's not the case. And indeed, the ult likely to be used. Good angle to use it towards short, still catching players deep on long. Now it's just a wall put up. They're going to try to put pressure on early. Great spam. Halfway already on the defuse. Kovac peeks in, looking for the duel. He's been tagged up heavy and finished off eventually. And here goes the ult. But it's down to the 1v1. No one to stick it halfway. No one to confirm it if the fight is lost. And it's messy. But Woot gets there in the end. Unfortunately, the spike has exploded. Here, that'd be great, but only one found in death. With another opening duel.
Okay.
Kovac trading back, though. Not a bad start. Shock dart through, that's broken shield. Makes it much easier to deal with this man, but Rienz has got numbers coming through the gates. And another fight for the Sheriffs. This round is far from over.
Yeah, Kovac now picking up the sniper. A rifle as well for less. This has gone from a scenario that, well, looked pretty much impossible to now very doable. A lot of damage done onto Woot, but he is going to be able to win the fight. And now they can get that extra little bit of information, but they're all playing close. Paranoia sent through. Les lands, and he lands on both. It's now left all on Taboo, and he will do nothing.
The round with nothing, lost Durka off rip. Didn't get a ton for their trouble. But it's Kovac and Unfake finding those battles, and Les with the rifle recovered, making it valuable and then some. That triples just giving Vitality a chance and a real battle on our hands as the defense again looks to push to 12.
Oh, they are looking to fight. He's being revealed behind this and still fighting. Well, less. I don't think he expected a second player to be there. Kovac under serious pressure, but he's doing well. Tagged low, and Dirk has even managed to sneak through. A lot of gaps being found, but then the fights from Rienz. He gets swapped with a shock dart. Like, this guy has been unbelievable so far. And Durka, well, there is the gap. Managing to find another. It is a peculiar round. But he now has a plant for him and A-Link control.
No shock darts left for Rienz. They seem to be a deadly piece of utility indeed. Banshee's double pushed and he's caught. I think he tried to walk back through the door, but the wall was in his way. Now Rienz has to do it all. A 4-piece, 6 bullets left. He'll get the quick reload. They've left the site. They are giving him all the space in the world. You know he doesn't just have to push in. Look at the plant position. He has to be worried about players at the very top towards the gong, wrapping around the B site. And he knows now there's one towards Link. This is a tough position, and the flash just makes it impossible. In towards Garage, where a big part of their gameplay was breaking those trips. But the ult activated on A tells them the stack on A is really where it needs to be.
Unfake starred, but it's Rienz again. He has been a superstar throughout this map, in form as ever, but he will be traded out. Woot not really able to help him, but has his position been revealed? He's hit a dink. 2 players now desperately low. Shield activated as he's looking to fight, but even still they managed to hold the line. Vitality's climb back.
Vitality have made it work either way. Saw the circles pop up at the start of the round. He was the only man without an ultimate online. They've still got all those to work with, but Kovac's not even thinking about it. It's the shield up and the deep push through. He hears players on site, looks to fight them. Nice flash, though. That's made it difficult for him to find value. The reveal is wonderful. Great work from Rienz.
How?
They have dealt with that push beautifully. A combination of so much utility. The cage to give them a foothold. The flash out. The reveal.
Is he going to try and plant this on A?
Here.
Why not?
If he even gets there, it's going to be incredibly late. And well, the steps are definitely being heard.
Now you're done.
He's going to have to try and plant. Yeah, and it's already done. Not enough time. Rienz just going to execute him at the end. Looks like Benji's going to be the one immediately getting the information. It's a much more direct approach being taken. They want to pressure C.
They've gone off site. They stepped off site for this exact reason, knowing that the ult could come through. And there'll be nothing found, but Les even gets the double. They try to push out of Garage afterwards, use their cage for cover, but they're caught off by Les. Now it's into a 3v4, and Miniboo can't risk it. He steps back to the rest of the squad to take this fight together, but look at this, the rotation around, the deep play from Unfake. They've got more than enough bodies to deal with this site push, to deal with this retake, so they're gonna throw a spanner in the works. Unfake could turn the tide if things start to slip away. The problem playing behind that smoke, it's a whiffy spray, but Miniboo gets there in the end. Reveal destroyed. Smoke fades, but there's another to block passage for a moment, and when it falls, Rienz is there, but Les keeps on going. He's already got his triple before he's put to bed, and now it's all on Kicks to keep this map alive, and Miniboo puts him down! Heretics! They were behind at the half, but they have come back in with a 13-11 victory on Haven.
They are a squad that we have consistently talked about with this fight in them in their recent matches.
A change on this map, at least, as we go 1-0 in their favor. A chance to lock in playoffs here, and the trip has already been trapped onto Durka.
Why not shoot?
The side is taken over.
Nobody was there to help him that time. I spoke about all the support, and then it's just like him just flailing as he was put down. But hey, they've got into the post plant. That sometimes is the job of a Jet, is you dive in first, you die, and then you look at your teammates as you hope they hold. And they're all standing within the smoke, ready for this fight.
Door breaks open. Do they go through or wait for the push? It's a little bit of both. A little bit of hesitation, and then they go firing in. It's a good job, too. The quick trades, and Les on the double. He's recovered that nicely. This could have been a very different round, but Les standing his ground. Picks up 4.
From the side of Vitality. Oh, that was really crispy as well. And I think it's going to be important that they get off to these. I'm starting to get that little bit lower. A chance for some real chip damage to be done as they now look to try and execute.
Paranoia reveal, that's going to get them info. Durka grabbing a kill off the back of it, and the Hunter's Fury flown through, catches Rienz, but Benji Fishy comes in to fill the space. Only good for the 2. Usually it would be good enough, but Vitality with those opening picks, they've come ahead, they found the plant, and a 3 versus 2. Look what Heretics are going to be made to do. A retake, rifles in hand, low credits though. But with only 1 player to the good for Vitality, it's worth the risk for this defensive side to try to get back in here. The drone coming from main alerts them to the fact that there is still a player there. Now they look to clear the site while those 2 are isolated. A smoke gives good options. 2 kicks and Kovac a flash out. Woot. Oh, he's got one through the smoke. Numbers even. Unfake has to hurry his pace, but Kovac's buying time before he falls. And Woot doesn't have any left on the clock to play with. Trying to get out, but he's caught.
Into the site is likely to begin, and they want him to be just that little bit closer. A chance that maybe as well the opponents have already gone to clear this with how much time was left on the clock. He does need to get a move on though. The other 2 players starting to get closed in on. Les has done his job. That is the flank, and he's done extra already. His 3rd kill of the round, but his teammates are dwindling, are falling. It comes down to the 1 versus 1. But he knows that he has the time on his hands. Always clever in these scenarios, and he'll be there to close it out again.
Maybe for a moment, Heretics thought about that, the flank potential. Why are they delaying? But then they set their sights on the site, and that's exactly when Les struck from behind, moving towards the A site. Flash already in, dash on the back of it. Durka's got a little bit of space. He'll wrap around the Gen. Nade pushes Woot out into the open, but Durka goes down. Boo's got him covered. Woot's already taken 1. Rienz with the Hunter's Fury finds another, and this is a wonderful stop from Team Heretics. B main late trip reposition. It's going to give them a lot of options, but losing Mini Boo, that's going to limit them. Paranoia's through the push up from Woot, but he doesn't know about the player in the corner. Now he does. Good suspicion. Dash over for the reposition, and that has caught Ticks off. That's given the spike to Team Heretics. Now they're the ones defending on the other side of the line. Boo will be forced forward. Not out into the open though. That nade not shallow enough, but Woot tries to help him. Ends up losing his life, and they know exactly where that last player is. They've got Boo boxed in, but they need to move that spike to site. I didn't say which one. It's going to be taken all the way to B.
Just the doubt in his own mind being the burden of truth in this one, and I almost think it comes down to maybe just trying to stop them instead. He's got past every single one of the trips until the very last second, and then an execution will be made by Durka. Ensure that TP can be taken and will be, so that's at least a 3rd. And the time has been a burden at times, but here we go. Hunter's Fury into the back of the site. That's going to make things awkward. Rienz, though, still does well. 14 seconds now to make this move. They've already found another. Still, 2 players sit at the back of the site, and they've managed to drop another. The spike not being stuck, and because of that, the clock now goes against them once again. The round already over. They're doing it again.
They can stop this at 9. It would be wonderful indeed, but Woot's already picked up the opening. Durka quickly coming through shorts, trapped Woot in the corner. He's going to try to get out of there, but there's someone waiting for him. Kicks is dealt with. A flash from Mini Boo buys him another fight. Those players blinded. A second goes through. He blinds himself and ends up going down to Durka. The spam, close, but not close enough. And we're back to a 2v2.
The second player still not spotted. Durka once again. Oh, it is a dangerous game. Just about surviving, but they have to be careful. Benji now looking to wrap around the door. It will be broken, and it was a nice bait from Rienz. He's the one spamming, and Benji's just standing, waiting for it to be broken. They're going to be able to take this one in 2.
Stealing sight.
This pistol, a big deal for Team Heretics. They try to rush down, they're immediately put in the ground. Woot lost in the early fight. They have got boots on the ground now, playing inside the smoke. Miniboo has to cross into hell, and it's Kicks waiting for him there. The second player doesn't fall, but he's done enough. Kept it into this 3v3. Lesto caught, isolated inside the cage, and Heretics, they've turned this back in their favor. They've left only Durka. Man, we highlighted moments ago, this could be his half, and what a way to start it. He's already taken 1, 2 more to fall, but they can swing together. He's got to be quick, and he's got to be clean, trying to bait them out, but when they swing, it's to his defeat.
30 seconds left.
Found it and broke it. Last playing with still a second trap, but he has to stay alive for that to be in play. Finds his way to Boathouse, hopes that they walk right into it, but they're waiting, biding their time. But Durka through the smoke gets a double. That's an outrageous pick from him, but time running low as the rest of Heretics make it to the site, and Woot matches Durka's performance. Puts them in the lead, gets them a weapon for their troubles, and with that re-ends, puts the Hunter's Fury in. It's found its mark, and Kovac falls! Heretics, they might be on the way to do it again, trailing at the half, but clawing their way back into this game! Something from Main. Now they've gotten Les back on the side as well. That cage giving him safe passage to the site. And what would have been a wide open site now, not so much. And the main thing is, Tom, look where the spike is. They can't really afford to split this through without Main being clear, but on the way back, they're going to be caught by Durka.
Well, the bigger thing is the fact that Benji has managed to now just walk straight into the A site. He's found that information that even though they had some pretty deep footholds on B, they can now rotate into this side of the map. No Hunter's Fury to deny the plant either. It will have to be the retake, but they can also leave a player or 2 behind in some pretty aggressive positions.
Yeah, I love this double setup. The high-low in towards Garden. They've snuck through the Garden gate, and they're cutting deep down to the bone as Vitality lose another at Miniboo. No, he doesn't get 2 here, surely. The classic even comes out. It's a disaster class from Vitality.
And realize, okay, there's at least 3 players around this angle. Pace change, Durka's ult, going to be a pivotal part, trying to take the fight, and somehow he's been sniped out of the air by a shock dart.
Yeah, that's an opening duel he's going to want to forget. Vitality losing a player, they've still got rifles on the rest.
Okay.
And Unfake, he's brought them the advantage. He's dropped the spike inside of Main. Now they have to go fighting, and that they will, but Les is still waiting. Miniboo. He had the gate crash, and now he has the spike.
Blank. Instead, he's going to take the early fight. Main thing will be the timing on it. That gate crash is running out soon, and I think he end up just having to leave it. They've all gone past him, so this is a real opportunity. So sneaky, just like he was before on that B side. Nobody checking the back too. Could be for free, but it's a little whiffy. Even still, though, he's managed that first. He's breaking the window to try and bait, try and get them to look the other way. The swing is well timed, but again, hasn't quite been able to capitalize. He has taken them off that spike, but the second they tap this, he needs to swing, and Les once more will be a safe pair of hands.
Nice caught Woot. They know that this player's on short already. Now look to execute on that with Miniboo down. Kovac just backs off.
30
But as he
seconds
swings
left.
in, reloading, a risk is taken. The info gathered from it, but he'll lose his life to Woot. The 10 HP player still drawing breath and drawing blood along with it. A 4v4 as they close in on the site, the tap of the spike, attempting to bait them out into the open. It's Les again, finding 1-2, in fact, from up above. 12 seconds. The spike has to be stuck soon. They'll actually get it down. Just waiting for the smokes to fade as Les continues to frag out, leaving Rienz alone. He's got 2 to take down, both coming from heaven. He doesn't know that. He knows about Jet. And it is Durka with an off in hand. He'll bait for the other, but it ends up being their downfall. A Red Bull clutch for Rienz. And the lead back in Heretics' hands.
He's just the guy you want in those moments. They've got so many individually fantastic players, but you put him in a clutch and you just expect this guy to win. And unfortunately, in this case, the bald synergy wasn't quite enough. The bait was basically perfect. but unfortunately, the shots this time, backside, as the time now ticks further away again, it's going to be less on contact, still yet to take any real damage, but he is losing all of those teammates, and eventually they will get the job done.
They brought Kovac back up, and I think Kix is making the best of a bad situation by doing so.
Got a gun.
And got the rifle as well, recovered from the corpse of his enemy. Kovac's the man walking in. We need to see Kix with him. You need that rifle to be swinging at the same time, and it isn't. Isolated. As Kix was holding towards Boathouse now, he's done for. He's trapped in! Maybe not! They're locked in there with him with 4 HP, but they're also equally as low. Shots to the body, all that's needed, and it's a wall bang from Kix. A 1v1. Benji yet to show his hand, hiding on the back of the site. Kix is running out of time. He needs to force the swing, force the fight, and he does so, but to his detriment.
Don't be good at the beginning of games, because it really doesn't matter anymore.
Oh, our region full of comeback kings, evidently, and Heretics. They're looking to hammer this home. This is the buy from Vitality. I said 2 rounds needed, but Tom, you're right, it's 1. It's this one, with the weapons invested into, and one of them finding success on the back of the site. But Wu, he's not going to site, he's going deep into the spawn, and it's himself and Benji to find 1. Now looking to force the issue. They tagged Kovac heavy, and they're gonna hunt him down, running their way to the A site, or so you think. Spike's just gone on to B, it's now TP'd out, and Vitality have got to be scratching their heads wondering, what the hell are they doing? Where are they going? Where will the push come in? And they may be about to find out the hard way.
Stopping once again. I think the second ping onto Kovac. Who didn't want to give the spike away. Durka at the back of this site. We need to see that hero he can be, but Woot is just looking that little bit better. 20 and 13, another triple to add to the collection, and while Kovac, good luck from here, 42 HP, 4 to find. Yeah, I think holding onto the rifle holds a lot more value than anything else. Be the hero we know he can be. Kovac obviously not having a gun in this scenario is going to make things a little bit more difficult, but that's a spike. An important kill. Even if it just buys time, it may not necessarily be something that he looks to defend. But with 30 seconds left, a third player was gambled over. Benji now finding a kill on B makes things interesting, and it opens up a gap. A little bit of panic, a little bit of disarray, and now 2 have to fight to keep them in the map.
And they've got Benji Fishy coming in the back lines as well. You've got to deal with this guy. Unfake goes back to do so, loses a lot of health in the process, but makes this a bit more manageable. Shock dart down, but it's too deep. It's not going to catch these players. The crossfire here, dangerous. A wide swing from Durka could catch 1. It could catch 2, in fact. The reposition needed. The reveal is there, but Woot's got another. It's all down to Durka, and he'll fall at Woot's hands again. 13 to 9. 2 to 0, a hard-fought battle for Heretics, but they have locked in Stage 2 playoffs.
Yeah, they really do feel like a team that are impossible to play against. You go into a map, you have a fantastic first half, you show that they can bleed, you could show that